What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Blunderbuss79, and in this one we are going to be taking Spider-Man to tier 4 and see if 6 months later he's still worth tier 4 for.
You do realize I gave you 600 today? You give me 1,600 next week. When I think about getting me a new go-to fist, where should it be? Should it be right here? Should it be right here?
PvP, especially with Otherworld Battle being a thing now. He's been on the debuff list pretty much since it's dropped there, and he's been kind of in and out as far as the ban list and timeline battle. Of course, he'll still hold viability for conquest and things of this nature. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Remember what I taught you about great power?
Yes. With great power, there must come great responsibility.
And looking at the build here, we do have 10 Odin's Blessings. We also have 3 skill cooldown Urus. That's only because my cards, the way they're set up right now, are not getting the maximum amount of skill cooldown from them. So we did have to kind of mitigate that with his Uru. Type enhancement is at 6. We do have a stage 12 overdrive set. We do have the 3-star artifact, but it is the destruction. And we also have the mighty CTP of greed with 30% ambush proc with 40% ignore dodge with the 150 proc on there. We also have the uniform at mythic with all of the slots unlocked. We got the double HP, attack, defense, and skill cooldown coming from there. And here, taking a look at the heroes details page, we have 130% attack speed at the cap. We also have cap crit rate. We're almost capped on crit damage, capped ignore defense. We got 43% ignore dodge. Most of that's coming from the CTP of greed. Almost capped on dodge as well. And we got 86,000 HP and 50% skill cooldown. If you go ahead and hit the exceed stats here, you'll see we're just over the cap on skill cooldown. We're way over on ignore defense coming from the cards, as well as attack speed, and a little over on critical rate. Let's go ahead and go to the tier 4 advanced. And right here, if you look, we are getting around 9k physical attack, 7k energy attack, 3,500 physical defense, almost 4,400 energy defense, and almost 15,000 HP with 2,500 instinct. We all know how important instinct is for tier 4 characters, so we are rocking out right there. So let's go ahead and hit it. Already love it, love it. Now I'm not quite sure on which striker I want to use. We go ahead and flex on the alliance one time, but I'm not quite sure on the striker that we wanted to use for him. We did go ahead and select Incredible Hulk because of the 4th skill, but I'm gonna get in here and look around and see who's possibly a better striker. We did check out Miles. He is giving some shock and some increase all attack. He comes out and looks like he does his 4th skill, but Hulk also does his 4th skill. That thing has ignore iframe on it, and it one-shots just about anybody. And as you can see later on in the video, he actually goes a little bit ham with it. So yeah, right here, getting into the skill preview menu, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about with Hulk's 4th skill. The skill that he basically one-shots everybody with, but when you use a tier 4, he will come out and do this skill, and that has the potential, like I said, to one-shot just about any character. Coupled with somebody like Spidey, as deadly as he is in timeline battle and PvP in general, it should do very well for him. Let's go ahead and check out this team. First one's up is a tier 4 Jean, a tier 4 Wolverine with a tier 4 Incredible Hulk, and This is not the most optimal team for him. We were running Jean Grey with the debuff removal, but he does have his own debuff removal built into his kit, so I don't think it was the best team up for him. He was getting a little bit of damage reduction.
We had a thing that was called the, what the name of it? It was called the whooping ass.
From Colossus. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and switch this team up just a little bit. We'll go ahead and throw Wasp in there on her leadership to give him a little bit more attack and a little bit more HP. She still does give the debuff removal for when his is on cooldown. So we'll see if this helps him out a little bit with the attack, the defense, the HP, and the debuff removal being added. And we got us an Adam level 80, a Spidey level 80, and a tier 4 Jean Grey. And he comes out and he claps up Jean Grey immediately and then does it again. And he pops the second and snipes Adam. And pops the 4. Snipes him again. He actually gets a bunch of dodges off and then claps Spidey with the 5th skill. Actually pretty nice. Let's check this next team. So we got a Colossus support with a tier 4 Spidey and a tier 4 Jean. We'll see how much time we can buy. About 8 seconds there. And Spidey comes out, dodges a bunch of attacks, and then snipes with the 4. And jumps into the 5th. And he does manage to clap the Jean, but because his 4th and 5th were on cooldown, he did actually get sniped up there by that Spidey when he came out with his 4th skill. Let's go ahead and check this next team. We got a level 80 Spidey. We got a tier 4 Jean and a level 80 Adam. And we got us about 12 seconds there. All the skills are off cooldown. Snipes that Spidey with the 4th skill. And then comes in and does the 3rd and claps up Jean. Hits her with the 5th and claps her up again. Snipes Adam with the 3rd skill and then jumps into the 4th and gets the victory. So Spidey with the performance, with a full build team, it looks like he's doing pretty solid work against Jean and Adam. Of course, against Adam, he does have the type advantage. We got a Gore out here for the first time, so we'll go ahead and check this out and see what's what. You got about 8 seconds of time there. That was enough to get all of his skills off cooldown. Snipes Adam with the 4. Dodges Adam's 4th skill and then claps him up. And then immediately gets dealt with by Jean. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. We got us an Ancient One. So this team is pretty much built up around my guy Adam there with the energy attack. We also got a little bit of Reflector. We'll let this team ride out and see how everything... Oh, that Adam just slapped. And I think he's probably gonna clap this team up. I think my Adam already lost one.
Yeah! Okay!
Oh, Adam sniped with the 2nd skill. Okay. Had 141 HP left. Jeez. Okay, so we got us a Sentry, level 70. And don't let that Sentry fool you. Sentries are still really, really good in timeline battle. We also got a Gore and a level tier 4 Jean Grey. We'll see how much time we can buy here. About another, okay, so 8-9 seconds ish, but that usually seems to be enough to get all of his skills off of cooldown. And he claps up Sentry, no problem. Snipes that Jean Grey with the 4th skill. So as long as that 4th skill is off cooldown when Jean comes out, it seems like he can pretty much get the victory. And he snipes Gore with the 2nd skill. Nasty. And then slaps him with the 5th. And the residual damage seems to do the job well.
Oh, you poor dear. Ready for the end? My Bridget!
So, looking at Spidey, man, it looks like he's still worth it. 6 months later, in the world where we got Tier 4 Adam Warlock and Tier 4 Jean Grey and now Tier 4 Wolverines, will bring some gameplay also with that as well. We weren't really seeing a lot of Wolverines out and about. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, share, sub, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.